Hotelier on the Grill. Good afternoon. This is Hotelier on the Grill. I'm Stuart J. Raj, and I'm here with our first female GM that we've ever interviewed for this segment. We are with Sukanya Janchoo from the Dusit Thani Group, and soon to be the general manager of the prestigious Dusit Thani property in Bangkok. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, Khun Sukanya, we have 12 questions, standard questions. The first thought that comes to mind is probably going to be the best answer. So the first question, where did you first cut your teeth in the hotel industry?
First of all, thank you. It's a really great pleasure that you trust that I will be a good one for interviewing. The good thing is, I would say I started in 1975 when I graduated from Chulalongkorn University. And the good chance is I have 4 years working in London with Metropolitan Company. And the first hotel was was the Britannia Hotel. First duty that I really impressed afterward, because when I worked there, it's very tough, is the Chamber Maid. Mm-hmm. And being Chamber Maid in the best hotel of the world is a really tough job. But it's also teach me a lot. Then I spent 4 years there, so the first 7 months as Chamber Maid. Then later I worked as a waitress, and also the rest of 3 years I was in accounting.
Wow, so you went from a chambermaid into the waitress and then in accounting. So with all of those, now you're at the top of the position. Question number 2, what was your first big break?
I would say the first big break when I came back to Thailand. I still continue my career in the accounting. Then my last post in accounting was assistant controller at the Holiday Inn Pattaya. And then at that moment, I just want to change my mind. I start interesting in the sales and marketing. And I start my first job in sales and marketing with the salary only 1/3 of what I had before.
Wow.
And also, even on the rank, I also go down from the XCOM to be just department head B. But to me, I think it's the good chance that I can learn. And I'm really happy because when I went to interview, they said, what you know about clients? I said, I don't have one. Because, you work, and when you work at accounting, you are somebody. Everyone asking money from you, everyone. Now you work on the other side, you have to ask help, supporting. And one thing that challenged me is, how could I make my guests who are looking the same, very kind, very nice, talking to me nicely, can be the same, because they never be the same. When talking about business, somebody very tough, somebody very easy. So that challenged me of how could we get, progress as a salesperson. And later I learned how we can also take care of the whole of the sales segmentation. And then also think about what happened in the further years. Then that come up to the marketing side, which I did not know.
So even though you took a jump down salary-wise, you learned a lot more that set you up.
But that time I said to myself, if within 2 years I did not get back to where I was, I mean salary-wise, then I will resign. And I did not know what to do yet, but that's my intention.
So question number 3, why were you able to make it to this position where you are now, where you're about to take over? You've just come from Chiangmai being the GM, and now you're going to be GM of Dusit Thani in Bangkok. Why were you able to make it to where you are here, where maybe other people haven't made it this far?
I would say, first, maybe, I also don't think I'll be here anyway, frankly. I would say that actually I have a lot of the things that I learned in the industry. And I think each of duty give me a benefit of learning more of the hotel business, because I starting from chamber maid. Then I know about the room, I know everything. Then I be a waitress, so I know how I pamper the guests, how I do things. When I be, the important is in financial. Then I know how we make it beneficial for the hotel, for the brand, for everything. That will be the part that I think. Then of course, when we be a marketing, is the branding. Then combine of those period of time that I working, I think it's benefit me also to try to achieve together with the team. See, because that's the most important.
So, in your experience, then, question number 4, can you tell us about your darkest moment?
My darkest moment, I could not think about it, because to me, there is always opportunity when things going down. So I never see thing that I could not move. I could never see thing that I could not breathe, when I face anything. Let's say we have a very worst period, most of the crisis years.
Right.
That will be very challenging.
So what's 97?
1997, and the SARS, the many things coming up,
SARS.
one after the other. And the business of the hotel has gone down under my responsibility. We have to see how we can jack up faster.
Right, which is question number 5 then. How did you get through that?
I would say that I take from other experiences. I learned from them. In 1997, I learned from what happened before in the other country. How could they have this kind of currency, collapse, and then also in one day, 100% on the top, they have changed, something like that. Then we have to compare with our own domestic market, international market. So I would say every time that we got this kind of things, even different style, different thing coming up, I would digest them and also see the sources where I can learn from. And then what that I can adapt to use in our situation.
Right. So, since we've met with you, you're very motivated. Question number 6, what drives you?
I a person who, if I happy, I work very hard. But if I'm not happy, I don't work at all. I don't work doesn't mean that I still in my position. I just give my resignation. Because I think when I work happy, because I want to drive, and the one thing that I like to work in the hotel is I don't work alone. I work with my team. And also that I want to drive successfully with my team, not just me alone. And I think as a duty, as when I growing up more and more and more, let's say in the top as GM, general manager, I think we only the person who accumulate everything from everyone, and we see how we can develop it, how we can make it better for them, for us, for me. Because I still one thing that drive me to work harder, because I want to see the hotel industry for Thai people that they can grow up international. It doesn't mean that Thai no good, but international mean that they also learn how to work with others. And not just, Thai style can be done. No, it have to be many things combined.
So it seems that you, Khun Sukanya, have already managed to achieve that. Question number 7, do you have a mentor? And if so, who and why?
Not exactly mentor, because when you work, you cannot like someone, try to be someone who is expat. But I always see somebody, let's say for the GM, I would say that I always impressed with Mr. Bonat. Pierre Bernard is our general manager
Mm.
at the Grand Hyatt Airport Bangkok. I adore him because he is an expat person, but we all love him.
Mm.
Not because he just say nice to us,
Mm.
but he very function himself. He work hard, be our example.
Mm.
He also listen to us. Even he Farang, but he listened to Thai people. Whenever I brought up to him things that is cultural or not, he will listen.
Mm.
But I also have a mentor if in terms of PR. Also, actually, Khun Islapon Posayanon. She is under me because I'm marketing. She is Marcom, but I learn a lot from her. She's very good, excellent English.
Mm.
Excellent in terms of knowledge of everything when she want to do. She study and she teach me a lot of how to be passionate with Thai. That will be something that I adore it. But of course, the most important one is the person who drive me into this business. She already passed away, Khun Sumon Ram Decha, because she met me when I was a student of Chulalongkorn University, and then she always want me to work in the hotel. I did not know what and why, but she said because I'm so helpful, so present, and that's why I come to this business.
So many achievements there coming through here. Question number 8. Can you tell us of an experience in your career that's made you feel proud?
I would say the part of successful will be my very proud of myself. But I cannot say that I'm proud because I do it alone. I always take it with my team. And the most success that I think I'm proud of is when I changed from financial to be a marketing, and then I was the only Thai marketing person in the industry at that moment. And also in the it's something that I proud of it. I can do something back to my country, like can share experience with the newcomer, can also associate with other association, whatever we have crisis, thing like that. Can also give them the value and also the branding of Thailand. I would say that we'll be proud because I always want every Thai who work in the hotel industry can come up and be one of the top ranking, because many of us just shy and, don't want to be top one. I don't mean that to be aggressive, but I mean with the ability, with our Thai style, nice one, combined with the international knowledge.
It seems you have that perfect balance between Thai, but also being able to work internationally. Could you, question number 9, give us what's the best advice that you could give somebody that's wanting to be a successful GM?
I can only give myself, be a sample if they like. I would say that, well, working in the hotel, whatever top position, what you have to do is to work with your team, to understand them. Also, I think the good boss, a good GM is you listen to them, find way to help them to work together. Also, brought them up, develop them to be the person that, to be next GM, to be much better every day.
So question number 10 then, and you've been in Chiangmai, you've been in Bangkok and overseas. You've probably seen a lot. What's one thing that hotel GMs shouldn't get wrong, or maybe that you've seen them getting wrong?
I would say working in the hotel industry, you cannot say right or wrong, frankly, because there are a lot of things that when you do service, is not you service good or bad, but how you match with the requirement with the other side. So things can go wrong because that side is not just a person, or he just something. So I would say that nothing wrong. But of course, from what I said, the GM should work well with their team. The thing that might go wrong is if they not work well with their team.
Right. So
Yeah.
teamwork again
Teamwork
is
again.
very important. Question number 11. If you weren't in the hotel industry, what's your ideal alternate career?
Well, actually, when I try to do my examination entrance to the university, I would like to be an architect.
Wow.
But the drawing was so worse. And I study in Chulalongkorn University, art education. So we also have a lot of those. I think if I'm not working in a hotel, but of course I don't know that, but that will be my moment that I want to work as a freelance artist because it's free time for me and it's also export of what the world, the beautiful world that I see from my part, from the other part, and I think we have more time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's been very inspirational hearing your responses to those. Those are the 11 questions to do with hotels. Our last question is a little bit different, but it's interesting. I see you have your smartphone there. Question number 12. What is one app that you find yourself using or hooked on, or that's caught your attention on your telephone
At
or
the
iPad?
moment, Facebook.
Yeah?
But I use not much on the app, but I do a lot using on the working station. But on the app, I find that Facebook is quite useful. I also have Line. I only work with these two
Okay.
at the moment
So
until I can learn more.
Facebook and Line. Well, Khun Sukanya Janchoo, thank you very much for being here on Hotelier on the Grill. I'm sure that many of the your peers around there, as well as future hotel GMs, will be inspired from your conversation with us today.
ขอบคุณมากค่ะ As a Thai I have to say ขอบคุณนะคะ
ครับ ขอบคุณครับ Thank you very much.
Thank you very much
Hotelier on the Grill.